Din Tai Fung, which is a place to come for these dumplings that actually have soup in them, which you'll be able to see and eat with us in a few minutes. You can see the beautiful mascot that they have. This place is packed. It is around lunchtime, and we'll see what the wait is, but I hope it's worth it. So we just got in the restaurant, and first of all I want to point out that it's a really nice place. You go up 2 flights of stairs. The menu has pictures, which is excellent for dumb people like me, and of course Chinese and English as well. And maybe, what is that? Japanese, Korean? So we just got our food, and we have all kinds of wonderful looking things. And these are the signature dish of this restaurant, which is Xiao Long Bao, which are dumplings that have soup inside of them. Now I'm told that the way you eat this is by making a little sauce out of this. So this is, what is this in here? Turnip? Ginger. Okay, so this is ginger, and you take a little soy sauce and vinegar. So I'm going to put a little soy sauce in. And a bit of vinegar. I've been instructed not to put in too much, otherwise I'll be eating vinegar. And then you dip. There's even a handy card that the restaurant provides to show you exactly how you do this. This is a shrimp Xiao Long Bao, and you can see it's filled with soup. It's a small dumpling, and it's kind of jiggly. So you just pick it up, and you dip it in some of the sauce that we made of vinegar and soy sauce and ginger. And you put it on the spoon, and it's a little sticky. And you're supposed to poke a hole in it, which I have a little difficulty. There we go, got a nice hole. And some of the broth comes out onto the spoon, and then you just shovel it in. It's good. It's not as flavorful as I would have liked it to be. There's a big piece of shrimp in there, and that's good, pretty sweet. But the broth is nothing to write home about. There are greens in there, and that's kind of what comes through, almost like a parsley flavor, with a little bit of crunch to the greens. It's good. I want more flavor. I would dump a bunch of salt on it or something, but I'm sure that would be, I'd be a heathen for doing that. Next up, we have a shrimp dumpling with chili oil on it. Now this looks delicious. You just go out and force yourself. It just looks wonderful. It looks awfully spicy. Maybe this will give me my salty and spicy fix that I so long for. So let me grab one of these. A little slippery. Whoop. And not totally easy for me. Not totally accustomed to eating with chopsticks. I'm gonna use my spoon here. Ooh. Oh, that's amazing. That's really good. It's spicy, but not too spicy. It has a bit of sweetness to it. It's shrimp, but I also think there's some pork inside of it, and you can see the meat. It's a wonderful texture. Very, very moist. Not chewy. It just breaks away. When you chew through it. It's got a smokiness to it also, probably from the chili oil. It's just a wonderful flavor. And nice and salty. So this is a pork and sticky rice sao mai. And it looks like a little sea anemone to me, like a little sea creature or a little mushroom. Did you just see it swimming along in the ocean and then into my mouth? Okay, let's just try this. Should I put the whole thing in my mouth? It's like an odd size. Stick it in there. And give it a try. I like that a lot. The texture is really interesting. The sticky rice gives it a nice sticky texture. A little bit of sweetness. And there's plenty of pork flavor and some shrimp flavor in there as well to give it a bit of smokiness and also some additional sweetness. But the texture is really what makes this delicious. It's got a great mouthfeel. A little gritty. Reminds me of grits, actually, but pork and shrimp grits in a dumpling. It's great. It's we just got two more dishes that look delicious. This one is a fish dumpling, and this one is crab. And I want to try the crab one first because I love crab. So again, filled with soup, looks almost exactly the same as the others. So you wouldn't necessarily know, so it's good to speak a little Mandarin so they can tell you what's in them. Dip that in our sauce. Poke a little hole, if I can do that, and take a bite. So I expected it to be sweet, but it's not. It's actually a little fishy. It's got a very strong crab, fishy flavor. A little bit salty, not too salty, but in this case, it's good that it's not too salty. A nice texture. A little dry, it's odd to say a little dry on the inside. The meat is a little dry, even though it's swimming in soup. It's good. I like the flavor, but I want it to be more sweet. Let's try the fish now. So this one I don't think has soup in it. This is just a dim sum dumpling. Dip it in there, and I'll show you the insides of this one, since I think I can bite it without soup going everywhere. Oh, that's delicious. So that tastes very fresh. There's finely chopped up veggies. There's some greens in there. It almost tastes like celery, but I don't think so. And ginger and some wonderful moist fish in there. This is an expensive restaurant, and the bill came to $1,645, which if you convert it is about $50 US, which is, I think, pricey for here, but compared to where we live in San Francisco, it's probably, run-of-the-mill, if not a little bit of a bargain. The food was good, but not great. I would say it's not a great value for the money, but I had a lot of fun trying all of these different kinds of dumplings. By the way, that was 10 different dishes. We only showed a few of them. So it was actually a lot of food. So I'd recommend it, but there are probably places that are better and cheaper in Taipei with the same style food.